Today, we will talk about what CAPTCHA is, why it is needed, and what types of CAPTCHA exist. We will also discuss the ways to bypass CAPTCHA. Let's get started. CAPTCHA stands for Completely Automated Public Turing Test to tell computers and humans apart. Simply put, it's a way to distinguish a human from a bot. CAPTCHA protects web resources from automated actions such as spam, mass registration of fake accounts, and server overloads. For an ordinary user, it's a minor check, but for automated programs, it's a significant obstacle. There are several types of CAPTCHA, each with its own features and level of complexity. Let's take a look at the main types. Image and visual CAPTCHAs require the user to select specific images. They analyze your clicks, mouse movements, and even the delays between them. Behavioral and invisible CAPTCHAs analyze your behavior on the site. How you move around, how long you stay on the page, and what actions you perform. Everything happens without your knowledge. Text CAPTCHAs are the classic form of CAPTCHA where you need to enter the characters from an image. Despite their simplicity, such CAPTCHAs are still in use. Audio CAPTCHAs, as designed by their creators, are meant for people with visual impairments. The user listens to an audio recording and enters the words or numbers they hear. Interactive CAPTCHAs require the user to perform specific actions, such as rotating an image or dragging elements. This makes it more difficult for bots to pass the test. Interestingly, there is no universal way to bypass all types of CAPTCHA. If your program can bypass reCAPTCHA v2, it doesn't mean it can handle reCAPTCHA v3. Each CAPTCHA has its own unique set of parameters and requires a tailored approach. Now, let's figure out who needs CAPTCHA recognition and who are these people. Automators, in the process of simplifying routine tasks and increasing efficiency, encounter CAPTCHAs and strive to bypass them. Testers, in order to ensure the security and stability of web resources, check how CAPTCHAs work. They create artificial load and automatically bypass CAPTCHAs. Developers, when gathering information from specified resources, face protection mechanisms and use third-party services to bypass them. There are services that help with CAPTCHA recognition. These can be divided into three categories. Manual CAPTCHA recognition services are those where real people solve CAPTCHAs by hand. This ensures high accuracy and reliability. It is the ideal solution for complex CAPTCHAs. An example of such a service is CAPTCHA. Automated CAPTCHA recognition services use algorithms and neural networks for recognition. They are faster and cheaper but often fail with more complex types of CAPTCHA. Optical character recognition, OCR, is effective for simple text CAPTCHAs but is not very useful for modern, more advanced variants. Now let's look at CAPTCHA classification by the method of solving. Token-based solution is a method where, to bypass CAPTCHA, you need to insert a token into a special field. You receive the token from a recognition service where you submitted the CAPTCHA. If solving manually, the token is inserted automatically. This is the most universal and reliable method. The old-fashioned text method users send an image of the CAPTCHA to a third-party service, and in response, they receive the text from the image, which is then entered into a special field. The coordinate method is a technique that literally shows the user where to click to bypass the CAPTCHA. It's quite primitive and has many drawbacks. However, this method can be effective, especially in programs written for BA. As you can see, CAPTCHA is not as simple as it might seem at first glance, and there are several approaches to solving it, which we've covered in this video. If you have any questions, feel free to leave them in the comments.